Hello. I'm making some pork panko today. So kind of like breadcrumbs, only out of pork rinds. I want to show you there's some difference in these. So this kind, this golden cracklings, they have attached skin on it. Now watch, maybe they'll all say that, I don't know. Yeah, this says pork skin. Well, pork, fried pork. I want you to see the difference in them though. So hold on just a second. There's differences in, it is the same brand. So, okay, so this one is labeled as golden cracklings fried out pork fat with attached skin. So maybe it's got more fat with it. But if you look at it, it's different. Put that in there. I'm looking for another one. Sometimes I bite them and it's almost like I get a wetness. Okay, you can maybe see. See how this has, maybe this is the fat and that's the skin, or vice versa, I don't know. But that when you eat them, there's another one. The outside is different on the inside. So when you're eating them, they are a little harder and they're just a different texture. I'm not sure, I don't know. I don't know what's different, but I want to show you the different texture because, like I said, I'm about to make some, this is what I made out of I had a half bag of those pork rinds. And I'm going to show, so I'm putting, could help you. So I got my food processor. And, these bags are a couple bucks. And to go online and order them, it's a lot more. So to order like a little can of the pork panko. So I got my food processor and I have this little attachment here. It goes in so nothing shoots out of it. But this is going to be loud. Just a second. All the dogs scattered. And this may sound weird, but I try not to run it super duper just long, because I've made peanut butter out of peanuts before, and the longer you run something, the longer the moisture is able to mix, and so it causes things to be a little bit gummy, and so it'll kind of turn to a peanut butter texture. So by doing it yourself, you are going to get some of these big chunks. And that's all right. Whoa, no wonder it didn't break up. So I'm going to have to do this other section, portion of this bag. I can't just not give them one. Hang on. You see these faces? Sammy, Baxter, come here, Callie, Lou. Come on, Callie. Alright. I know, Bubby. You're running low on water over there too, aren't you? And I'm giving you these old dry pork rinds and making you hack up a lung. Poor puppers. Somebody call animal control. So anyway. Helps if you have this in there. That's kind of funny. It's best to put this in before you even put anything else in there, because then you got to work to get that in there. Yeah. Oh, come on. That's just... Got it. Oh! Now. Now. Okay. Now, so that was the golden, and that's what they look like. You can tell it's a powder, but it's pretty wet. It's more greasy, which is fine because it's pork skin. I mean, you know, I'm going to be using it for cooking, but it's just a little different texture than the plain old original pork skins. So I'm going to do these a little separate so we can see the difference. These green ones, they're kind of a mixture. This one right here, you get some of those. Here's one. See how it has the outside and the inside? You get some of that. And then you get some that are just like the original kind. So it's almost like it's a mixture of the two. And then, so we'll make some pork panko out of that. It's funny because it hits a hard one every now and then. And when it does, the whole thing kind of shifts. Now, this one, because it was a combo of the other two, this one turns out about the same. But see how it's kind of starting to almost clump together? Kind of like if I did it longer, it would form some kind of a texture like peanut butter. So, and I don't want peanut butter, I want pork panko. So, that, I'm just going to put it together because they turned out the same. So now, this can be put in my freezer, and I can use it anytime I want. Now, the next one, I'm going to remember to put this in first. This is the original one. Just the plain old original pork rinds. And these are more dry. They're the right texture. They're just the same plain. They don't have, once in a while you'll find a kind of a weird one. But that's all right. Hang on, Roomba's coming. I don't want you to have to, I don't want to have to yell over him, but I guess I'm having to yell over this thing, so what's the difference, huh? All right, so now I'm going to mix this up. Now this one, it's lighter in color, and it's a little more powdery, or a little more like flour. The other one is a little more clumpy. So, my favorite is this one. However, I had a bunch of pork rinds. I had bought a bunch of pork rinds, and I was like, oh, let me try these kind. Oh, look at this, look at this. So, that's that kind. And this is the other. I don't know, yeah. Yeah, you can see a little difference in color as well. Like I said, this one's a little lighter and fluffier, so to speak. And this one is a little bit grainier. That's the term. It's almost like this is more like sand. Like when you go to the beach, this is more like sand. And this is more like dirt. Dirt is less grainy. So I'm going to, while I'm doing this, I got one more I'm going to do, another bag. I'll do it off camera so you don't have to watch it. But it's going to be it's a jumbo bag of this one. So I'm going to do this, and then I'll show you all of it when I'm done. Okay, so this is what I got from 1.5 of those jumbo bags of pork rinds. And you know, I went online last night, and a pound was, I think it was like $20 for a pound of, or $15, $20. Let's see what I have. This is 1.2 pounds, and that was 1.5 of these jumbo things. Let's see. Jumbo pork skins, 12 ounces. So, you know, you kind of got to make your best decision for you, but you know, that's like about $3, $4, and 1.5 of them. And now I've got a lot of pork panko that I'll be able to use. I'm going to make a little bit. I'm going to make some hamburgers or meatballs. I haven't decided what I'm going to do, but I got my ground pork sitting right here ready to go. So anyway, so now I'm going to toss these in the freezer. Well, one of them in the freezer. The other one I'm going to leave out because that's what I'm going to use for whatever I make next, whatever I decide to make next. Anyway, so yeah. So that's it. That's all I do to make my own pork panko. And, you know, that buying it online is perfectly fine if you want to spend your money that way. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. But like I said, you know, it's just cheaper, and I didn't have to pay shipping because I don't have Amazon Prime. So anyway, so now I've got enough panko to last me for a few months. So there we go. All right, now you are in the loop on how to make your own pork rinds or pork panko.